Hello, this video is an introduction of a new e-bike that's on the market. It's made by a company by Tuttio. This is the Adria 24. This came out just a few weeks ago, so it's brand new. There's not much information on this bike. Tuttio does not do heavy marketing at this point, so people go to Tuttio to look at the successful Seeker 24, which is made by one of the branded companies. Now, this Adria is the first e-bike to carry the Tuttio name. Tuttio manufactures e-bikes for other companies, and they also have their own brands called Banksy and Finholland. Banksy is the upper tier e-bike, and Finholland is the more budget-friendly e-bikes. With Tuttio making the first e-bike, they took the very popular Banksy Seeker 24 and made some significant upgrades to put the e-bike industry on notice. Tuttio wanted the first e-bike to be a good one, and I think they got it right. Now, they used the Seeker 24 frame because it's a good frame. What they did was that they improved upon everything else to that Seeker 24, and here's what they did. First obvious thing is the hub motors. These motors are now 1200 watts a piece nominal, 2000 watts a piece peak. So this is the most powerful e-mountain bike in the industry right now, with a total of 4000 watts. Most e-bikes are right around 2000 watts, maybe 3000, but this up the limits at 4000 watts. Top speed increases to 42 miles per hour, and the torque is a massive 210 newton meters. That's a lot. I mean, a lot of rear drive e-bikes are right around 80 newton meters, so this is almost 3 times that amount, having the dual hubs. In fact, this bike is so powerful at 1200 watt rear motor that's probably all you're going to need most of the time. That's one of the strongest rear hub motors in the industry as it stands. But having dual hubs is just icing on the cake, especially since if you're going to need it like on long steep hills. Brakes are still 180 millimeters. They haven't changed that at all, but it's appropriate for this size bike. It'd be nice, if they had 203 millimeters, but it's 180. That's perfectly fine. There's no issues with the braking. The battery has been upgraded to 30 watt-hour battery. So that's going to do 2 things. It's going to give you a longer range of up to 100 miles. And it's going to be able to handle the dual motor, putting out the extra wattage. So you can get more speed out of it. The big upgrade that I see here too is that they ditched rear shocks that was on the Seeker 24. Now those are regular shocks on the typical bike, and those are tuned for the maximum load of the bike can handle, 330 pounds. Well, unfortunately, if you weigh under 200 pounds total, your weight and your cargo, those shocks never moved. And a lot of people were mentioning that in the reviews that the rear shocks don't move. Well, Tuttio on the Adria now has air shocks. Air shocks are great because now we could adjust the air pressure according to the rider's rate and according to how much cargo you could be carrying. So you could decrease the air pressure to get a much softer shock here. See it moving? And then you could increase the air pressure if you're going to start carrying some cargo. That's a big improvement. And it's great for lighter riders too, because now we could adjust the shock. A lot of these mountain e-bikes do not have an air shock here. Let's face it, this air shock is going to run you between $100 and $200. The regular shock that they give you on a typical e-bike is what, $15, $20? So there's quite a bit of difference in pricing. Dual controller, they had one here, one down here. Dual controllers are nice, but the single is better because you eliminate redundancy and circuitry. Now the single controller can control one or both hubs at the same time. Instead of having one controller control one hub, second controller control the other hub. You'd be a lot more efficient here on how you supply the power. And it's also save weight. In fact, with the single controller, this bike weighs the same as the Seeker 24, with the smaller batteries and the smaller hubs motors. So that's good for Tuttio. Now for the price, you can't beat it. Tuttio has this, at the time of this video, it was $17.99, and then they had coupons going on, back to school coupons going on, so we could drop the price further. I will have a full review of this bike coming up soon. These are the things that they give you with the Adria. It's got a nice tool set here. Hex, sockets, screwdrivers, all that. It looks like a couple extra bolts, some stickers, I think the serial numbers, wrench, and air pump. So you get the bike lock, and they give you this cargo bag here, which is nice. So it's semi-hard. It's got a water bottle. It can hold all your tools and your flat repair kits if you're going on a long distance ride. The only problem I see with this is if you're like me, that's got shorter legs, getting on and off the bike this is in the way a little bit. So basically, if I'm just riding around here, I'll just remove this. It's held in by Velcro, so which is nice. I'll just take it off. So this is what the bike looks like. Now, full disclaimer, I just let you know that I paid for this bike out of my own pocket. A while back when I was looking to purchase my first e-bike, I was looking all around. I ran across Electrified Latina's website, and she was doing a review on the Seeker 24, so I became interested in the Tuttio Seeker 24. And then when on the website, I noticed they had the Adria. I says, whoa, that's a big improvement. So I contacted Tuttio and told them, hey, I'm going to do a review on your bike based upon the shorted riders. And they kind of appreciated that to get the word out on this bike. And they offered me a affiliate link for the bike. Now, I guess if you're interested in a bike, you could click on a link. It costs you nothing. And for the appreciation, they said to throw a few bucks my way. So just a full disclosure. So I'm going to do a full review on the bike. I'm also going to show you how to change the display settings to make use of the full power of this e-bike. Please look at those next videos that's coming up shortly. So I hope you found this video informative. Please click the like button. When you have a chance, please subscribe. And thank you for watching.